In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 simple dinner ideas that are go-tos for me and my family of 6. These are blood sugar balanced, they're easy to make, and they're so doable for busy weeknights. Since going back to school to study nutritional medicine, I've become super mindful of how we fuel our bodies, especially with 4 growing kids. So these are 5 meals that I genuinely make all of the time, and I hope that you guys love them as much as we do. Today is Sunday and I'm making roast dinner, which is really simple to make. It just requires a little bit more prep. But I'm preheating my oven and we're having roast beef this week. I kind of alternate. Sometimes I do roast chicken, sometimes beef. Anyway, let me show you guys what I'm gonna do. So I've got my roast beef, preheating the oven at 240 Celsius. I've got my potatoes, got carrots, celery. I need an onion too. Got my onion. Also gonna do some green beans. I like to do a green veggie as well. Everybody loves the potatoes pretty crispy. I'm gonna peel the potatoes and then I'm gonna boil them for 10 minutes, then roast them in the oven for about 45 minutes. My rosemary is like a little stump right now. Let me show you. This is my rosemary. I don't think we're gonna get anything out of that. Potatoes are boiling. I've chopped up all of the veggies that are going in. So it's actually 2 onions, 2 carrots, 2 celery sticks, and then I've got a whole bulb of garlic. I'm going to put all the veggies into a roasting dish. I don't have any rosemary, which is a shame because it's just non-existent. So I'm gonna put in some thyme. I also got some bay leaves, so I'm gonna put them in as well. I'm actually gonna put them all in. Salt, of course, and then also some black pepper. Of course, you know I'm gonna add in some extra virgin olive oil. And now I'm gonna add in the beef. I've put the salt and pepper on. I make sure to do both sides. Then I'm going to kind of mix all of the veggies and like where the olive oil has just been put in. I want to get everything covered and like the meat covered as well. This is what it looks like. And now I'm going to pop this in the oven. I am going to turn it down to 200. I'm going to put this in the oven for an hour. And at this point, I cannot lift that with one arm. I thought I would be strong enough. Potatoes are ready. Well, they're not ready, but they're boiled. This tin is probably gonna be too small. Salvaging what I can from this rosemary plant, which is very much dead. What do you guys think? Do you think I can save this? We'll do a little bit of thyme instead because we don't have rosemary. Bit of salt, pepper. And this is optional, but I like a lot of salt, okay? And salt is good for you, so long as it's the right kind of salt. Obviously not table salt, but if you use like pure, proper sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, like this one, salt is actually really, really good for you. So what I do is I take these big chunks. These are the rose pink crystal salt, the coarse one, and I just sprinkle it on top. Lastly, gonna go in with my extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna pop these in the oven when I get to about 45 minutes left on the beef. And then I will boil the beans, just top and tail them, and then put them in boiling water around 5 minutes before the end. That's dinner done. So I will come back and show you guys the result. And the dinner is ready. Let me show you guys.
This is my job.
This is Jonathan's job.
I basically made it.
Also got the green beans and the potatoes. I leave them in there for a little bit longer. And this is Sunday's dinner. So we've got the roast beef, we've got the green beans, roasted veggies, and roasted potatoes. It is Monday and I am making prawn curry tonight. I already started on the rice. I always, well, not always, but most of the time we have brown rice and that takes quite a while to cook. So I already got that started. I usually do a lot of rice because then I keep it in the fridge and then I'll use it for my lunches, like for my salads and things like that. I put rice or quinoa. So I always cook extra, like rice, quinoa, sweet potato, and then I add that to my lunches. And then I just boil it for like half an hour, sometimes 45 minutes, kind of depends on how much. This is a big batch, so it might take up to 45 minutes, but usually half an hour is good. And then I'm gonna get started on my prawns that are defrosted. The first thing you're gonna need is an onion. And for some reason, these onions are huge. I don't know why. So these ones are just particularly large, but I only got like three of them in the pack. This is such a quick recipe, guys. It's like really easy, really quick. It's kind of like a cheats recipe because I'm using this korma paste. And then I'm gonna use coconut cream as well. I've got some brandy to put in. I'm back in with my trusty olive oil. I'm gonna add a tablespoon. Oh my gosh, look how cute Albie is. I just need to show you, I'm sorry. From this angle, you would never think that he's 16.
He looks like a chihuahua, like.
I know.
He looks so small.
I had to put a bed in his bed because he was too small, and I feel like he wanted something a bit more.
Well, yeah, if you're like
Around it, yeah. He got a haircut, and the groomer cut him really short because he wears nappies, and sometimes the hair gets like, yeah, it's just better if he's short. Let's just put it that way. Not everybody likes this, but to just add in a little bit more fiber, because you guys know I'm all about my fiber, my gut health, I am going to, closer to when that's being done, I'm gonna boil some spinach. I just get frozen spinach, it's so easy. Frying up the onion, and now I'm gonna add in the korma paste and some tomato paste as well. Got my tomato paste. I'm gonna do about 2 teaspoons-ish. And then I'm gonna add in quite a lot of brandy. It's about 6 tablespoons. Mix that up until the alcohol burns off. I'm gonna just fry these in some olive oil. The coconut cream is so yummy. I love how it's like solid at the top and then there's liquid on the inside. I don't know, I just find that really satisfying to pour it in. Ah! Pretty sure I got coconut cream all over me. I'm gonna add in a little bit of honey. Lastly, we're gonna do a squeeze of lemon. And the dinner is ready. I'm just dishing it out right now. Are you excited?
Lemon.
Lemon, yeah. Here is dinner number 2. Prawn curry with brown rice and spinach. It's Tuesday and I'm making dinner.
I'm having lunch.
We are having noodles. So we're having stir fry with noodles and chicken or tofu. So everybody has the option.
That is a dinner.
That is a dinner. I do a little bit of everything just so that people can decide. And then this is a ton of chicken because I've cooked up 4 chicken breasts and they were pretty big. So I just save whatever's left in the fridge and then we have them for lunches. So no food goes to waste in this house. Over here, I've got my tofu marinating. So this is 4 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and that just sits. I've got brown rice noodles, and then I've got all of my veggies. So I've got some mushrooms, I've got peppers, and then I'm also gonna do a red onion. You can really use any veggies that you want. These are just the ones that I use. You can add in, if you do have it, you could add in some sweet chili sauce at the end. I actually don't have any. I have sriracha, which is obviously spicy, so I might do that at the end just on mine and Jonathan's, not the kids. I'm gonna do also about 4. I like a lot of garlic, so let's do 3 cloves of garlic. Chicken is pretty much done, so I'm gonna remove that now. I removed the chicken and then I just added in the red onion, some garlic, and the chili flakes. And I'm just gonna brown these. Just gonna get started on the rest of the veggies, chopping these up, and then I'll add them as well. Then I'm gonna fry the tofu in some coconut oil. I don't think I mentioned that, but I usually, not always, I use olive oil too, but usually I'll cook with coconut oil. And this is the odorless one, so you can't taste or smell any coconut. So I've just kind of roughly chopped that. I haven't really chopped it very well, but I'm gonna add that into the pan. I'm gonna do yellow peppers. Stir fry's almost ready, so I'm just taking some coconut flour. I usually use rice flour, but we're out and I didn't realize. I'm gonna coat it all and then fry it in some coconut oil. This is what the stir fry looks like. It's all done. So I've turned that off the heat. Got the noodles and dinner is ready. So this is what the tofu looks like. It's all done. So 3 people got tofu, 3 people got chicken. Once again, we've got our stir fry with lots of veggies, chicken, and brown rice noodles. Happy Wednesday. I am about to make dinner. I am making chicken chili tonight. You can also make this with turkey. It's a recipe I found online, and then I kind of adapted it to suit our needs and to suit like what we like. But it's really easy, again, like all of my meals are. This is gonna be the side for tonight. So these are 4 sweet potatoes, chopped up and peeled. You can not peel them if you want to. The peels are also very good for you, but the kids don't really like them when they're not peeled, so I peel them. I added about 4 tablespoons of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, salt, and black pepper. Roast them in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes. Then I've chopped up a red onion. This should really be a brown. 4 cloves of garlic, and then I've got a whole red pepper. I'm gonna add the onion to the oil, which is hot now. And then we're gonna stir this around until it gets hot. I'm gonna add in my spices. I've added in the chicken, and I'm gonna brown that a little bit more. I've got, of course, mild chili powder, ground cumin. That one's nearly wasted out, so I've got another one, and cayenne pepper. Now I'm going to add in, so I've got about 300 mils of chicken stock. So I'm gonna add that to the pot. There we go. We've also got a can of chopped tomatoes. I've got kidney beans, a can of kidney beans that I just rinsed and drained. That's what everything looks like all together. And then I'm actually gonna bring that to the boil. Adding a little more salt. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna pop the sweet potato in the oven and let this simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then dinner will be ready. I was editing my video and the alarm went off. And I didn't think I left it that long, but I kind of left it a little bit later than after the alarm went off. I burnt my potatoes. That was not supposed to happen. Okay, so the chili's ready. Potatoes are obviously ready, more than ready. I'm going to add just a little splash of balsamic vinegar. And that is dinner, turkey chili and burnt potatoes. Happy Thursday! I'm making spaghetti tonight with tuna and anchovies and capers and olives, and it's a favorite of all of the family. It's actually Edie's favorite. So I have got a tin of tuna that was in olive oil. It's actually right here, and this is a Jamie Oliver recipe, but I just dumped the whole tin. I've also got dog food. And I got eggshells because I'm making their eggshells for the calcium because I'm cooking the dogs dinner. If you haven't watched that video, you can watch it. It's on my channel. I walk you through how I make their dog food, homemade dog food every single week. I have to be quick tonight because the girls have gymnastics. So kind of on a time crunch, but taking a few cloves of garlic. Let's add that in. Then I'm gonna add about half a jar of anchovies. Oh, I love anchovies. I don't have any fresh chili, so I'm gonna add in a couple of chili flakes. Also gonna add a tablespoon of capers. This is what it looks like. I'm just breaking up all the tuna. Adding in some olives, and I laugh every time I do this. The only person in this whole house who likes to eat olives is me. Now I'm adding chopped tomatoes, of course. Tomato sauce on my white trousers. And also it's started to pour rain outside and we've got to go to gymnastics. So I'm really not dressed appropriately for today. I may have to change. I'm just mixing all of this together so it forms a lovely sauce. Pasta water is done. Adding in a pinch of cinnamon. Pasta's boiling. You can also at this point add in some flat leaf parsley. Mine's looking a bit worse for wear, but I'm gonna try. And dinner is ready. So spaghetti with tomato sauce, tuna, anchovies, olives, and capers. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that these recipes will inspire you, even if you just make one of them. Let me know in the comment section below if you are gonna try one, which one you would try first. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. I upload twice a week and it makes me so excited when I see that there are new people joining every single day. I love that you guys are loving the nutrition content as much as I adore making it. There's a lot more to come, so stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.